Hi guys, and welcome back to Marie's Acrylic and Gel Nails. As you can see on the whiteboard, today's topic is going to be professional image, which is extremely important. If you want to be a successful nail technician, you want to be able to do more than just give the expert manicure, create a natural looking set of nails, or paint original designs on your clients. To keep your clients coming back, you will need to behave with a professional manner with clients or employers or co-workers, suppliers, etc. So you need, if you're working from home like I am, you need to set some high standards for your salon conduct. So the first one is to be on time. It will make you appear more relaxed, more competent, and concerned about your client's needs. Being late can make you seem disorganised or uncaring. You need to prepare. So your salon your station area should be completely sanitised. It should be set up with the adequate amount of supplies for equipment. So I get out my clients' appointment their cards about them. I get out their file packs with their files in it. I lay down clean towels. What else do I do? I lay down new clean paper mats. And depending on what service they're having, if they're a first-time client, we'll get to that, but if they're a return client, because I've got what I do on the back of their client cards, I can lay out everything I'm going to need for that service. So being prepared at number 2 is huge. You need to, number 3, plan your day. Keep an eye on your appointment books. Keep it near you for each day. Your appointment should include your client's name. So let's say for this example, let's call her Mrs. Brown. It should say Mrs. Brown wants a full set of gel nails, and it should have her phone number. So over here it'd be 49316672. Remembering this is a made up. And then most importantly, she wants to come and see us at 9:30 a.m. Okay, so what I can take from that information is on her client card. Because she prefers to be called Mrs. Brown, she hasn't given me her first name. I would put where the name is, Mrs. Brown, and I have a contact phone number for her. Okay, so that's huge to have this information. The next one is arrange your appointments carefully. Give yourself enough time to do your clients. So being a full set, I know she hasn't got nails on. I need 2 hours for a full set. Okay, that's what they teach. A full set of nails should take you no longer than 2 hours. So, but then you need to give yourself enough time to re-sanitize the area again to set up for your next client. So that brings it back to 2 hours. Let's say I need 2 hours and 15 minutes to be all set up, waiting for the next client. But is that enough time? What happens if this client walks in and even though she says she wants a set of full gel nails, she's wearing a set of nails already and she wants them soaked off? Now, I have been caught out with the situation that clients don't give you that information. Now, sometimes it takes me a full 2 hours depending on what the client's needs are, and sometimes it doesn't. So I like to extend that 15 minutes if it's a new client and I do not know what is going on with this client, to 2 hours 30 minutes. It means I can give her a full consultation before I even touch her nails, and it means that if there's any hidden little surprises that I didn't know about, it's all there. I have enough time. I'm not going to upset any of my other clients. So arranging appointments is very, very important. Okay, so next is keep your clients informed, which you think would speak to itself. But if you don't want to book yourself out that extra time, you can't have a client sitting there waiting for you because they're going to be annoyed. You've told them that at 11:30 you're going to be ready for them and you're still finishing off the client. So you need their phone numbers so you can ring them, text them, and just let them know, hey, I'm running a little bit late. Would it be okay if you turn up 15 or 20 minutes later? Very important to keep your clients informed of what your day is going to be. Now, the next one, be courteous. It's really, really important to be courteous, cheerful, friendly, and have a helpful attitude. This will tell your clients that you care about them. Greg from Young Nails, he's right. It's all about you. It's not meaning you yourself. It's all about the client, their needs, their wants. It should be all about them. They should feel like they are a queen. So my book is what I always keep to mind is client is always right. That is my number one thing. They want me to use a drill on their natural nail. While it goes across against every principle I believe and what I've been taught, the client's always right. What they want is always right. I may try and communicate with them and tell them why I believe it's in their better interest not to file their natural nail, but what the client wants is what the client's going to get from me. That is so important. Okay, so next, which still leads into these are two tied. Perform all tasks willingly and efficiently. Nothing should be too hard or inconvenient for your clients. Okay, nothing at all. Again, revert back to the client is always right. Okay, I'm just going to come down a little bit because whiteboard's a little bit bigger than the camera frame. So the next one is huge, which is communicate with your client. That's why I always do a client card, and I'll get more into that later on in this particular series. But you need to communicate with them. You need to explain their service. You need to listen to what they want. You need to hear. And you need to learn not to hear what you want, but to actually hear what they're talking about. Last night I had a client. She'd been to a wedding and she'd had a full set of acrylic nails done. Her natural nails underneath were a lovely length. The acrylics that she had done, she was complaining about the person who'd done it. Most of them had all lifted off bar her thumbnail. Well, she wanted to have nails She really didn't want to have glue and tips and that back on. And listening to her speak and listening to her how unhappy she was, I could turn around and say to her, how about we do a gel overlay, or we can make it cheaper if you don't want to pay the $35 for a gel overlay. We can do you can do $15 and I can use my gel hardener and my gel polishes. So I'm giving her the chat, I'm giving her the benefits for and against, and I'm letting her decide. But I'm hearing that I don't want a full set of nails. Does it hurt me? Well, yeah, could I make more money out of doing a full set of nails? But do I want my customer back? So you need to communicate with the customer. It also helps you upsell. This customer last night had shocking hands as far as skin and that. I sold her $45 worth of product. Listening and communicating to your clients is huge for your business. And remember, there's not a lot of money in artificial nails, but being able to upsell product, that's where your money is, especially if you can buy that cheap. So the next one is never complain or argue. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. You need to keep all your conversations on a professional manner. So my rule of thumb is you never talk about religion, you never talk about politics, and it's not about you. So your personal life stays at home. It doesn't come into the conversation. Okay, use good judgment. Again, I think that is self-explanatory. Now, if you're going to work and say you're not working at home, or even if you're working at home, this one is huge. Never chew chewing gum. That is so disrespectful. Don't smoke in front of the client, and eat where you can't be seen, and it shouldn't be, there should be a cannot be seen there. Oops. So people should never see you chewing gum, they should never see you smoking, and they shouldn't see you having something to eat. Again, when you are booking appointments, all of that should be taken into consideration that, hey, I need to eat. I need to book that extra half hour because I need to be able to have something to eat. And it is very, very important. That smudged. Okay, if you're going to go, and I'm only going to touch this on briefly because I don't work in a salon, I work for myself by choice, but I will touch on that professional background. If you're going to work in a salon for someone else, it's important to work closely with your employer and co-workers. You're a team. Keep home at home and help create an atmosphere comfortable for all, because if the team is comfortable, so will the clients be. Nothing promotes your business more than appearance. The appearance of your own nails, clean, neat and tidy, healthy cuticles. It helps you build up your business and it helps you advertise. Look what I can do. To protect your nails when working, slather them in hand lotion and slip on some gloves. I don't wear gloves, we don't have to over here. Never use the free edge of your nail to remove polish from cuticles on clients. That is so tacky and so horrible, girls. You can buy the nail polish remover pens, or you can use orange wood stick tipped in cotton wool, dipped in some non-acetone to do the job. It looks so much more professional than getting your fingernail and wiping it down their free edge. Ethics. to clients. This is a very important topic. You know, you need suggest services that meets their needs, not your needs, their needs. Again, I briefly touched on that. Yes, you'll make more money, and my client last night, I'll refer back to her, she constantly complained about it, that, you know, this woman who did her nails didn't listen to her needs and what they were, didn't suggest anything, and she said when she goes into nail shops, all they're interested in is whacking on a set of tips and getting you in and out. That is not listening to them and not meeting their needs. Keep your word and your obligations. That is huge. By keeping your word and your obligations to clients, they will never feel let down. You need to treat all your clients fairly and the same. You can't favour. I mean, yeah, Miss Wendy's a friend of mine, but I treat her no differently, and she became a friend from being my client. I treat her no differently to what I treat everybody else. So the next is follow state reg. Am I spelling that right? Probably not. Yes, I am. Regulations, okay, for sanitisation. The two S's, sanitisation and safety, super important. Again, over here we're not regulated, but I follow the Australian Fingernail Association. I follow their rules and regulations, and my customers love it. Okay, you need to be loyal to your customers, to your working staff, colleagues, whatever. You need to be loyal. You need to hold their faith. Nothing worse than someone gossiping about a client and what's going on in their lives and rah. What they tell you is in confidence. You need to be loyal and think hard about that. Also with that, you can put don't criticise others. Now, last night while she was going off about this nail technician, I found out that this nail technician had only been in the industry for 12 months. Did I run her to the ground? No, I didn't. It takes time and practice, and we all know that. And maybe she needs a refresher course. Maybe she needs to be in a working environment with an older technician who's been doing it for a couple of years, who can guide her, critique her work, so her customers aren't leaving unhappy. But I didn't criticise her and I didn't rag on her. That's not my job. I'm not the one who didn't lose a customer. And lastly, but most importantly, don't abandon your clients. Get it in. Yes, that's huge. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So, quickly, if I can fit it in, because my camera's going to run out. No, actually, let's call this done. And keep safe until next time. I hope you find all of this helpful, and it helps you with your small businesses at home, and I hope some of this information